Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Concepts of Commerce. My name is Deepshika Gandhi and the topic for today's video is inflation. So in the video, I'm going to include meaning of inflation, types of inflation along with the graphical representation wherever applicable. So first of all, what do we understand by inflation? Inflation क्या होता है? So in general sense, या फिर हम अगर एक layman's की language में बात करें या फिर somebody who is not from an economic background या generally जैसे लोग बात करते हैं, inflation is when prices rise. जब भी चीजें महंगी हो जाती हैं, that is often termed as inflation by people. But in economic terms or as an economic student, when you have to explain, inflation means increase in supply of money in the market, which thereby reduces purchasing power of the currency, and it also reduces value of money in the economy. That means जब country में inflation होता है या economy में inflation होता है, आपका जो currency है that is rupee, if we are talking in Indian context, उसकी purchasing power कम हो जाती है. That means earlier if you were able to buy a given combination of goods, let's say for 1000 rupees, अभी आपको same basket of goods purchase करने के लिए you will be needing more than 1000 rupees. That means आपकी जो currency है उसकी purchasing power कम हो गई है. And it also reduces value of money in the economy. Why is that so? Whenever we have abundance of something, like when we have inflation, we know the supply of money in the market is increasing. और जब भी हमारे पास कोई चीज ज्यादा होती है, अबंडेंस में होती है, उसकी वैल्यू कम हो जाती है. So this we can understand with a very simple example here. We have two persons. Let's say Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A is having 1 lakh rupee of monthly income and Mr. B is having, let's say, 10,000 rupees monthly income. So value of money किसके लिए ज्यादा होगी? The person who is having less money. So जब भी market में money supply बढ़ता है, उसी के साथ value of money कम हो जाता है. So this relationship between supply of money, purchasing power and value of money is very useful in quantity theory of money also. So if you have that also in your syllabus, so please remember, if supply of money is increasing in the market, the value of money will go down. Now, having discussed the meaning of inflation, let's understand why inflation is bad. हम सभी जानते हैं कि जब भी बिजनेस साइकिल में चेंज आता है, चाहे वो इन्फ्लेशन हो या फिर डिफ्लेशन हो, द वेरिएबल दैट इज इम्पैक्टेड द मोस्ट इज प्रॉफिट. And the profit goes to the entrepreneurs, that is the superior or richer section of the society. So जब भी inflation आता है, सबसे ज्यादा factor payments में से क्या बढ़ता है? That is the profit. That means rich will get even more richer because उसका profit अभी पहले से बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गया है, लेकिन लेबर की wages उतनी नहीं बढ़ी हैं. That means प्राइस ऑफ कमोडिटी सबके लिए इक्वली बढ़ते हैं, लेकिन जो इनकम है वो रिचर क्लास के लिए ज्यादा बढ़ती है, लोअर क्लास के लिए या मिडिल क्लास के लिए उतनी नहीं बढ़ती है. दैट इज वाई इन्फ्लेशन इंक्रीजेस द गैप बिटवीन रिच एंड पुअर. सो जो रिच है ही विल कीप ऑन गेटिंग मोर रिच एंड पुअर विल गेट मोर पुअरर. That is why we can say inflation is bad for the economy. इसके अलावा और बहुत सारे consequences होते हैं inflation के, that we are going to discuss later on. Now coming to the question, is inflation completely bad? No, because a certain amount of inflation is required or we want to have it in the economy. Because अगर inflation बिल्कुल ही zero होगा, that means prices नहीं बढ़ेंगे, then that will also not be good for the economy. So that means we can say a certain amount or percentage of inflation is desirable in the economy, but over and above that will harm the economy in more than one ways. Now coming to the types of inflation. So अगर हम inflation को segregate करना चाहें, we can segregate that in various different heads. So सबसे पहले बात करते हैं inflation according to speed. So first of all, let's discuss about creeping inflation. Creeping inflation, जैसे कि हमें नाम से पता चलता है, is very mild in nature. बहुत कम परसेंटेज से प्राइस इंक्रीज होते हैं, let's say 3% or less. अगर प्राइसेस 3% और लेस इंक्रीज होते हैं एनुअली, then it is neither harmful for the society nor it is undesirable. In fact, according to Federal Reserve, 2% of increase in prices annually is very much desirable. We want to have that in the economy so that the economy can grow. That means economic growth के लिए at least 2% of increase in prices is desirable according to Federal Reserve. वॉकिंग इन्फ्लेशन, सो इट इज समवट हार्मफुल टू द सोसाइटी बिकॉज क्या होता है, प्राइसेस बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ने लगते हैं, सो पीपल स्टार्ट होल्डिंग गुड्स कि आगे आने वाले टाइम में प्राइसेस और ज्यादा बढ़ सकते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज समवट हार्मफुल फॉर द सोसाइटी बिकॉज एकदम से इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एक्सेलरेट हो जाती है. नेक्स्ट इज रनिंग इन्फ्लेशन. जब इन्फ्लेशन का रेट मोर देन 10% हो जाता है, इट इज टर्म्ड एज running inflation. So it is very bad for the value of money or purchasing power of the money of the Indian currency, we can say, if we are talking about Indian context, because अगर हम global economy की बात करें, so Indian currency अपनी value बहुत lose कर देगा. So last under this category is hyperinflation. Hyperinflation means when prices are rising more than 50% or equal to 50% a month. Inflation का rate बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है and prices बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ने लगते हैं and it is out of control of the monetary authorities also. At that time, it is very difficult or we can say nearly impossible for the monetary authorities also to control the prices by implying any monetary measure. So most examples of hyperinflation include when government started printing notes during wars, which thereby increases supply of money in the market and causes hyperinflation. Now let's have a look at the graphical representation of all these types of inflation that we have studied now according to speed. I am compiling all the inflations here in one graph. So first of all, let's understand what is demand pull inflation. जब भी डिमांड बढ़ने की वजह से प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं, वी ऑल नो दिस बिकॉज वी हैव स्टार्टेड लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, कि जब भी डिमांड बढ़ती है और सप्लाई को उसके बराबर नहीं बढ़ाया जा सकता, व्हाट हैपेंस देन, प्राइसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. और जब भी प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं, वी नो दैट सिचुएशन एज इन्फ्लेशन. सो जब भी डिमांड बढ़ने की वजह से डिमांड एक्सेसिव हो जाती है, लोग बहुत ज्यादा किसी चीज को डिमांड करने लगते हैं, ड्यू टू वट एवर रीजन, the prices are going to rise and it will bring inflation in the economy. Now what is cost push inflation? जब prices बढ़ते हैं goods and services के, because raw material और inputs are getting expensive, या फिर cost ज्यादा बढ़ रही है, इसीलिए selling price भी बढ़ जाता है. अब cost ज्यादा क्यों होती है? First reason can be the inputs, that means raw materials are getting expensive. For example, we are using wood to make chairs. अगर wood costly हो जाती है, then obviously the chairs will also be more expensive. या फिर increase in the salaries or wages of the labor or the people working for the company. अगर company को ज्यादा wages pay करनी होंगी, obviously the price of the goods and services will also increase. Another reason can be increase in taxes. अगर company को पहले pay करने हैं government को, so in that case, obviously they will increase the prices of the goods and services that they are providing to the society or the consumers as well, and it will also cause inflation. Let's have a look at the diagrammatic representation of both these types of inflation. Now let's have a look at the differences between demand pull and cost push inflation. Now we will study the segregation of inflation on the basis of control. So open inflation means when government and monetary authorities do not control the rising prices in the economy. अगर लोगों के पास ज्यादा पैसा है, वो अपनी इनकम को ज्यादा खर्च करना चाहते हैं, मार्केट में ज्यादा स्पेंड करना चाहते हैं, दे आर फ्री टू डू सो. उसकी वजह से प्राइसेस बढ़ते जाते हैं and it may result into running or hyperinflation in the country as well, but no control is exercised by either government or monetary authorities in the country. Next is suppressed inflation, as it is very much clear with the name कि जब इन्फ्लेशन को सप्रेस या फिर दबाने की कोशिश की जाती है बाय गवर्नमेंट एंड मॉनेटरी अथॉरिटीज बाय एक्सरसाइजिंग वेरियस कंट्रोल मेजर्स. इट कैन बी प्राइस कंट्रोल, इट कैन बी rationing of consumption expenditure, it can be control of investment in the country, then it is known as either suppressed or repressed inflation. That means जहां पर freely prices को बढ़ने नहीं दिया जाता बल्कि उन्हें कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश की जाती है. But one point to note here is that government and monetary authorities can only control the controlled sector of the economy. Uncontrolled sector में prices फिर भी freely बढ़ सकते हैं. Open inflation exist कर सकता है because that does not comes under the control of government. So that was all for today. I hope you liked watching today's video. Next video that I'll be posting will be on causes of inflation and how to control inflation. So please stay tuned in for the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Have a nice day.